Hi, Mallory Wu, Staff Clinician and Multicultural Services and Programming Coordinator at the Counseling Center. My pronouns are she, her, hers. It's election year, and we acknowledge that this particular election year is difficult and exciting. In this video, we'll be sharing tips for taking care of yourself leading up to election, on election day, and post-election. Starting with leading up to the election, tip number 1, acknowledge any ambivalence you feel. Doing this can give you permission to sit in tension and ease some of the pressure and anxiety to pick one or the other. You can do this by saying, I feel torn between these 2 or 3 things. Tip number 2, balance setting boundaries while maintaining communication with people who disagree with you, such as friends and family. For example, you can say something like, I'm noticing that my body is getting tense, so I'm going to take a step back right now. Can we check in at this time and this date? Specifying the time and date lets the other person know that you are committed to following up later and they know what to expect next and keeping the connection going.
Hey, Holy Cross. I'm Betsy Cronkite, she, her, hers, and I'm the office coordinator for the Counseling Center. It's November 3rd, Election Day. The best thing you can do is to have a voting plan. Know when and where you'll vote. Know if you plan to vote in person or by mail, or maybe consider voting early. Making decisions can be exhausting, and having a plan can help to alleviate some of that stress. Monitor your media consumption. Election day can feel like a lot, so consider your media intake. Take a step back from social media. Consider setting a limit on the amount of time you spend online. Shut off the news if you need to. Go about your day. Follow your usual routine. Do something productive. Focus on the things that you can control. Most important, remember to be kind to yourself. Take time throughout the day to stretch or take some deep breaths. Talk to someone. Process how you're feeling. And don't hesitate to reach out for support. But the number one takeaway, life will continue after November 3rd.
Hello, my name is Kelsey Moran, she, her, hers. I'm a staff psychologist and also the coordinator of LGBTQI+ counseling services and programming in the Counseling Center. So what do we do after the election is over? Again, really important to stay off of social media. It's going to be a mess no matter what, so it's really important that you just try to stay away, do yourself a favor, and give yourself as much space from that as humanly possible. And otherwise, regardless of how the election goes, it's important that you stay connected to the people who are going to be able to understand and appreciate the way that you're feeling, people in your community and in your support system, and similarly important to disconnect from the people who are not going to be able to understand and appreciate the way that you feel, whether that's despair that the election didn't go the way that you wanted it to, or relief that it did. Important to find the right people to connect with. And similarly important to make sure that you are giving yourself the time that you need to process what you're feeling and to connect with those people. There's no right or wrong way to experience this election. And if you're having a hard time either finding the right people to connect with or to advocate for yourself and having that time to take care of yourself, please feel free to reach out to us and let us know, and we'd be happy to help.